Once upon a time, in a crowded neighborhood on the edge of a bustling African city, there lived a 17-year-old boy named Kofi. Kofi woke up before the sun every day, not because he wanted to, but because he had to. The world didn't wait for boys like him. If he slept too long, someone else would take his place at the roadside, selling fruit, carrying loads, or washing cars for a few coins. His home was a small, rusted-roof shack he shared with his younger sister, Alma. Since their mother fell ill and could no longer work, Kofi had become everything at once: brother, provider, protector. "Wake up, Alma," he would whisper each morning, gently shaking her. "You'll be late for school." School. That was a word that lived in Kofi's heart like a distant dream. He used to go once. He loved numbers, loved the way problems had answers if you just worked hard enough. But life had given him a different kind of problem, one without clear solutions. So now, instead of sitting in a classroom, Kofi stood under the hot sun in a busy market, shouting, "Fresh oranges, sweet bananas." His voice competed with dozens of others, all fighting for the same thing: survival. Some days were good. He'd sell enough to bring home food, maybe even a little extra. On those nights, Alma would smile wider, and their mother would say, "You are strong, my son." But some days were cruel. There were days he sold nothing. Days his feet ached, his stomach growled, and his hope felt thinner than the worn-out sandals he wore. On those nights, he would sit outside, staring at the stars, wondering if they saw him, if they cared. One evening, after a particularly hard day, Kofi returned home with almost nothing. Alma looked at him, her eyes full of quiet understanding. "It's okay," she said softly. "We'll try again tomorrow." Her words struck something deep inside him. Tomorrow. Kofi realized that no matter how heavy today felt, tomorrow was always waiting, offering another chance, another fight. The next morning he woke up even earlier. He worked harder, moved faster, called louder, not because life had become easier, but because he refused to let it break him. Weeks passed, then months. One day, a man who had been watching Kofi's determination approached him. "You work harder than most grown men," he said. "Would you like a steady job?" Kofi's heart raced. It wasn't a miracle, it was an opportunity. And for someone like him, that was everything. That night, for the first time in a long while, Kofi allowed himself to smile. Not because the struggle was over, but because he had proven something to himself. He was stronger than it, and though the road ahead was still long, Kofi kept walking step by step, day by day, carrying not just the weight of survival, but the quiet, unbreakable hope that one day he wouldn't just survive, he would live.